Howdy do, folks. This here's the old mountain man talking at you from the backside of this here lake in the hills of Arkansas. Well, as y'all can see, I got me some raccoon stew on my fire. Yeah, buddy. And do it ever smell good? Oh boy. Got me a plate and a fork all washed up. That's a, what is that, Corral or Corny or, yeah, Corral. I think it's made in the USA. Thank God for that. I don't trust that glaze or on that pottery from China or Japan. Might have some kind of lead or other contaminants in it. Just don't trust it. Not after all those toy recalls and everything, you know. Yeah. Sneakier ways than a bullet to take over a country, you know. Oh, sneakier ways to kill out or dominate a population, hate, dumb them down with lead in the water, lead on the, or other contaminants. That's what happened to, let's see, what the hell was that, the Roman Empire. Them sons of bitches killed themselves out. Lead lining in the aqueducts. Yeah, and that made them so stupid they started making their sports figures, heroes, and well, it just turned into one great big bread and circuses game. And if you look up the term bread and circuses, you'll see that right here in America, Obama tried to pull that same shit. You know, giving people all them food stamps and big time welfare benefits, and the government even paid for you a little black box so you can watch TV. Bread and circuses. Entertainment, food. You know, forget about being safe. Hell, let the government do that for you. My ass. Yeah, I'm back to wearing my pistol again. Every day. Wake up, strap it on. If I don't wake up with it on already. There was a time there whenever I got kind of comfortable. Yeah, comfortable. Although there were some things happening, I got comfortable. Thought maybe I'd just left the door open and some kid went in there or something. I had a home invader here a little while back. The 13th was a Saturday, January 13th. It's a little after 6 in the evening, according to the phone call that came in that told me that this person was on their way to my house. Hello, little bear. He's a good boy. He's barely even in camera frame, but my buddy's always there, just like my pistol. Now, anyway, I checked that time, and hell, I got cameras strung up all over the place. Got pictures of all of it. Yeah, it just kind of shocked the hell out of me who it was that did such a thing. I was home when it happened. I chose not to kill that person. I had a shotgun in my hand. I was going to do it. I was pissed. I was so goddamn pissed. Oh, fuck yeah. I was mad. How mad was I? I was mad enough to chew nails and shit barbed wire. I didn't lose my temper. I was mad, but didn't lose my temper. I'll tell you, where's my tobacco? There it is. Got my coffee going, got my coon stew going. Got a cigarette in the making. Got my dog with me. Boy, life don't get much better than that. Now I do it. All I need is a pretty girl to cuddle up under a blanket with out here in this chilly air. Yeah, it's chilly, but not cold. Anyway, there I am, laying on the couch where I generally sleep. For those of you who don't know, I'm not in the dog house sleeping on the couch. That's just where I choose to sleep. I live alone, except for my dog. You know, all my regular subscribers know that. I was engaged to be married this time last year, but that all went bad when them true colors started showing through. Yeah. That's bad medicine. Pretending to be something. A woman or a man goes and pretends that they're something else, and then you find it out, and then it's like no. Deal breaker. Yeah, one or two little things here and there, it ain't gonna bother me. Pretending, like say for example, some sweet little thing that's sweet, kind, and loving, and sensitive and all that, she puts on this tough persona. Sooner or later, by golly, that sweet, soft, sensitive side is just gonna show through, and it's not gonna. Well, the women are multifaceted creatures anyway, personality-wise. They're like a diamond. Every facet is different. Every facet flows back a different color of the spectrum. But there's some women that are made for roses and wine, and there's others that are made for barbecue and bullets. You know, they like target practice. They'd value a nice pistol or rifle or shotgun more than they would a diamond ring. Well, I found out what I had sure wasn't no target practice and barbecue, that's for sure. Now she put out herself to be what you call a Viking shield maiden type thing to kind of get my attention. I like that. Next thing you know, I see a display of emotion that just revealed to me something different. It was all in a situation. I won't go into it. Right now, I'm supposed to be talking about a home invasion that happened. There I am, laying on the couch, not asleep. I get this call. That yaller and white Chevy's headed up your way, old white-haired feller. He's telling me about. I said, all right then. I'll just shut everything down, lock the door. I didn't. And after examining the lock on the door, you know, all I had locked was the doorknob lock. You know, the little button lock there in the center of the doorknob. A lot of doorknobs come with those little locks like that, standard. Didn't have the deadbolt fastened, but you can damn well bet I use that fucker now. Anyway, I didn't really think anyone would have the lack of common sense just to jimmy the damn lock on that door and walk right the fuck in, risking me being here. I ain't got a vehicle. There ain't no real way to tell if I'm home or not. But apparently the old boy that did this shit lives in a delusional world in his mind where he's the boss and everybody else is his underling. I'll tell you right now, I shattered that illusion. I didn't shoot at him, not a shot fired, like I said before. Nobody got real hurt. But I went all R. Lee Ermey on his ass, and if you don't know who R. Lee Ermey is, you just look up Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, you know, from Full Metal Jacket, you'll know. You'll never believe what the fuck that idiot said. Whenever I asked him, what in the goddamn hell are you doing in my fucking house? He said, well, I knocked twice. He knocked twice. And that gave him the right to take his damn car key or whatever and jam it in that damn door over there and just jimmy that little bolt to the side on that doorknob. I guess that's what you call it, a bolt. Anyway, I knocked twice, he said. I said, that don't give you the right to jimmy the goddamn lock on somebody's fucking door and walk into their house. This is my house. This is where I live. You don't walk into another man's house like that. If he'd done that to anybody else out here on this lake, that man would be graveyard dead right now. But you know those snap judgment calls that people make. Quickly assess the situation and make the decision whether or not to fire. You know, those pop-up targets. You got yourself a bad guy holding a hostage. Do you have a clear headshot? No, don't take the shot. Now there's some extreme assholes out there that say just shoot the hostage and then shoot the bad guy. That's not the objective. The objective is to rescue the hostage, dumbass. But there weren't no hostages. Not in that situation. This situation just pissed me off. I seen there was a non-violent threat. Knowed this man for 5 years. Called him friend. Called him brother. Bought herbs for him and took him down there to his house. Ashwagandha root powder. You know, $15, $20 a pound for these herbs. I bet I took him a dozen damn pounds of damn herbs and took him iodine so he'd be healthy, not get the cold or the flu or nothing. Done everything I could. I was a good neighbor to him. I was a damn good friend to him. Helped him work in his yard, helped him work in his garden. Do all those things, you know, just help. Just be a good guy. And he comes over here and disrespects my home like that. That ain't gonna happen again. Next day, the 14th, Sunday, I called the sheriff's department and asked to speak with a deputy about a home invasion. There's a young man came out here and asked me when it happened and all. I said, well, it was yesterday. Well, why didn't you call us yesterday so we could arrest him? I said, you know, deputy, I wished I could answer that question. And the only thing that can come to my mind is I was not afraid enough to call the law. I mean, hell, I'll take on a damn grizzly bear with a fucking ball bat. I don't give a shit. Hell, I'm damn near 50-year-old. I'll be 50-year-old next month. And I ain't worried about that a bit. I'm in fine figure, fine shape for a 50-year-old man. Only had 2 operations in my entire life, and I was on this eye and that third member hanging down there that got a torn muscle in it. Had to have it stitched up. But don't worry, girls, this still works just like it always did. Oh, anyway. I run that old boy out of the house, just yelling and hollering, waving my arms around. Get out of here, get out of here. Get out of my house. What the hell are you still doing in my house? You know, after he admitted he was wrong, he hung his head down, he admitted he was wrong. He shouldn't have done it. I said, well, you're damn right you're wrong, you shouldn't have done it. What the hell are you still doing standing in my house? Went outside. He got in his truck. He'd moping around, wagging his head. I ain't gonna mention what he said. I'll save him the embarrassment of that when just in case he watches this video, and I figure he will. Hello, little guy. Yeah, I know you're gonna get some raccoon here in a little bit as soon as I quit jawing. We'll feast. Anyway, he sits there for a minute too long. I walk out there at the edge of the carport, wave my arms and say, what are you still doing in my yard? Get the hell out of here. He got out of here. I'll tell you, old son, if you watch this, stay away from my yard. Stay away from my house. Stay away from my dog. He'd been around me so much he got familiar with Little Bear. Little Bear was barking at the door. He was raising Cain, but whenever that guy opened that damn door, Little Bear got all friendly. See, there's a lesson. Don't let too many people get to know your animals. Don't let them go around petting them and such. Oh, but you kind of want to do that with certain people that you made friends with. You know, it's a learning experience. It's just a learning experience. Heck of a thing. Hello, little bear. Yes, buddy, I see you. Lord, Lord, Lord. Put the shotgun down and didn't kill him. Yeah, there's a nice big meaty back leg. Maybe some of that fat I was raving on. Let's see here. Taters. Yeah, there's a piece of that red tater. There's some onion. White onion. Taters. Yeah, I do know that I got me some good food here, and I'll say this: Father in heaven, for this bountiful feast I am truly thankful. Please bless it so that it strengthens me heart, mind, body, and soul, so that I can do that next right thing. In Christ Jesus' name I pray. Amen. That's right. You pray over your food. You don't got to bow your head. As long as the prayer is sincere, God will got your point. Isn't that right, little bear? Ooh-wee. That tater a bit hot. There's some of that fat I was talking about. It's got flavor all its own. Alright then, little bear. Okay. There's your bone. There's your bone to chew on. Oh, what? That wasn't big enough? Oh. Sassy, she's over here. Yeah, that little bitty tail you see twitching back there in the shadow, that's Sassy. What you doing, Sassy? What's that Sassy doing? Huh? Did you want some coon meat? Oh no, it was hot. Oh no. Oh no. She backed up from that. Come here. It's a little cool now. Don't worry. If you stand there and wait on it, it'll cool off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You burned your tongue, didn't you? I burned your tongue accidentally. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that coon is good meat. There's a little lady here on YouTube that she'd having a problem with a raccoon in the pigeon coop. I love her attitude about getting rid of that raccoon. She said, if it's a raccoon, that sucker gonna die guaranteed, she says. If it's a possum, she's gonna use it for coyote bait. And that's a city girl that's done went and become a country girl. Went out to the farm. Yeah, there you go, little boy. There's some gristle. There's another bone. Yeah. Stewed coon and taters and onions. I was talking about Epsom salt in that damn prior video where I was cooking the coon. Well, I meant Morton table salt. Epsom, I don't care for, you know, buying salt or remembering the names of it or nothing. Just don't generally use the stuff too awful much. That's some good groceries. Yeah, buddy. You know, whenever that deputy was here, he says, "Sir, would you like me to ban Mr. what you call it up the road from your property?" And I said, "Yes, I would. That's a good idea." Then that young deputy said, "You know, if you'd killed him inside your house, we'd have been all good." I said, "Well, I knew that, but I chose not to because I perceived the man to be a non-threat." I knew who it was, and I knew he was on his way. But if I'd been laying there and I'd not known he was on his way, I think I would have handled the situation the same. You know, he's an old man anyway, 61 years old. from what I hear from some of his family members, or by second hand by way of friends from that had spoken with his family, that he's not exactly all there in the Casaba, if you know what I mean. Well, I'm not an indiscriminate killer anyway. I mean, damn, it takes any damn fool can squeeze a fucking trigger. But it takes a particular kind of human being to make that judgment call. To not kill. And that's the second person I let go free. Have a free pass. The first one was a 16-year-old boy that's out here trying to get in this camper that belonged to my mom and my stepdad. This white one over here. I think it. Let's see, which way do I turn this damn camera? There it is. He tried to get in that back door right there. Well, just right back there by that tire. I was on the other side of that thing. Oops. Alright. I was out here 2:30 one morning. It was a Friday morning, or Saturday morning technically. And no, Barry, you stay back. That's mine. You stay back. Anyway, I was out here 2:30 around that time. And this, I guess this kid was either drunk or high on something. I don't know. He's kind of a clean-cut kid. He wasn't scrounger or nasty looking or anything. And he goes working that door handle, and I come out from behind that trailer. I had this big old 357 in my hand. I racked that hammer back and I said, "Son, are you ready to die?" And he said, "Don't shoot me, mister, don't shoot me." I said, "Boy, how old are you?" He said, 16. I said, "You want to see 17, you'll get off this damn property and you won't never come back. My game cameras ain't caught him yet." You know, and they never, you know, like they say, the camera never blinks. There's about a dozen of them hid at different odd angles on this property all around. Lets me know just what's going on. I got quite a collection of photos. Still trying to figure out what to do with them people. Yeah. Anyway, it's been one hell of a by God New Year. Got me a good fire steel order in. Had some screwed up things happen. Wound up with a ruined friendship, which I'm gonna miss, but I cannot allow that person back in my life. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me for not kicking your ass to begin with. And no, I'm not just saying. I hate that damn phrase, just saying. Just saying. I said, well, I'm not just saying. When I say something, I mean it. That's where everybody ought to be. You say something, you mean it. I goofed around here a while back, and, you know, sometimes One of the harshest things you can do is not say anything. Yeah. Sometimes one of the stupidest things is not saying anything. But you gotta put them words together real careful. And apparently I led this person to believe that I was such a nice guy that I would not be opposed to him jimmying the lock on my door. I don't know, it goes back to that mental thing, you know. It's like, you know, good God. What was going on in his head that made him think he had the right to come in my house like that? I'm just grateful I had the good sense not to shoot him. I mean, hell, all that mess you have to clean up, the holes in the wall and the blood and the brains and everything. I had that Mossberg 590 and 27 pellet and number 4 buck loaded in that chamber. It's the same gun I killed that raccoon with, and by golly, it was his head laying right there in the driveway at the corner of the incline. That little angled slab of cement that where the cars and trucks pull up on. His head right over there. No, I ain't gonna go get it and go showing off some dead coon's head. It stinks and it's rotten and nasty. I ain't gonna mess with it. Oh boy. Yeah. I just can't leave that coon meat alone. That stuff is good. Dang. Oh. Well. I'll say. Coon stew for breakfast. Coon stew and coffee. A smoke. I think the dogs have done wandered off to go visit with their friends. They do that sometimes. They don't go too far from home, but they do gallivant around a bit. Boy. Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy. Thinking about that Johnny Cash song that he put out before he passed on. You know, God's gonna cut you down. Go and tell that midnight rider, go and tell that long-tongued liar, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, sooner or later gonna cut you down. Sooner or later gonna cut you down. Sooner or later God's gonna cut them down. They can ride on for a long time. Ride on for a long time. Meaning that they can just keep doing what they're doing for a long time, but sooner or later they're going to have to face the Almighty for that business. And at times they get to meet him early because there's somebody that just doesn't care, that's going to put a bullet in. They're going to put 2 in their chest and 1 in their head, and that'll be done. I chose not to do that. Am I going soft? I've used my firearm on people before. It was all justified. Not bad manners, just good groceries. Yeah, buddy. Well, I ain't gonna tolerate that mess no more. Warning's done been laid down by the law to him. And he comes back up here, crosses my perimeter. That's it. That's all gonna be for it. Now, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me for not whooping your ass to begin with. Or taking the appropriate action to begin with. Appropriate action, that's a good way to put it. Well, I'm gonna get this chair screwed up here. I hope you folks found this video informative. If not, yeah, I know it wasn't real entertaining. But then again, I'm not always in an entertaining mood. It all depends on what's on my mind, and I just had to get that stuff out of my head. You know, yeah, I know that there's certain law enforcement officers watching my videos because I have friends in law enforcement. Imagine that. An old outlaw like me actually got friends in law enforcement. Well, it was after I straightened up. Started living right, doing right, and treating people good. You know, not just everybody goes praying over their food before they eat. Especially a scumbag. Scumbag ain't gonna do that. I don't put on no show. I don't put on no frills or dressings. I'm as real as they come, and I put that right out there on YouTube for everybody to see. Now, I remember Tony Bushcraft. God bless him. He was a fella here on YouTube. He's deleted his channel since. He had a great sense of humor. He was a good guy. He even sent me a few gifts here and there to, you know, he said, I just wanted to send you some things to show my appreciation for what you do on YouTube, our MountainMan. I said, well, thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. He even bought one of my fire steels some years ago. I remember when he watched one of my videos, where I appeared like I was going to get angry or something, he said, watching you get angry is like watching a controlled explosion. Now think about that for a little bit. Just think about that, watching a controlled explosion. Or controlled detonation. I just wish more people had my grip on, you know, on that anger. It just don't pay to fly off the handle and go harming people. It just don't. Now, come a shit hit the fan situation, that'll change. You know, you have to adapt to the situation. And that means adapting your caution and, you know, do I shoot, do I not shoot? It all depends on the situation. You make that judgment call. Now, if it's a shit hit the fan situation, WROL, without rule of law, and you got people that you just know that they're up to something sneaky. You know something's up. You feel it in your gut. Just take a deep breath. In and out, in and out, in and out 3 times, and you squeeze that trigger. Problem solved. That's called the 3x3. The technique that snipers use. Not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people need to know that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that on video. I don't know. Head a little bit better. Yeah, okay, buddy. I'll tell you what. I'll just... Come on. Right over here. There you go. Belly up to the plate there. Get your big mouth. There you go. Alright then. You know I always encourage people to be good to themselves and be good to each other. But folks, there comes a time whenever you got to make that decision to cut somebody out of your life for your own sake. You may not want to do it. It may hurt to do it. You may miss that person. But in the long run, you'll be better off for it. For now, this here's the old Mountain Man signing off from the backside of this here Lake in the hills of Arkansas, wishing you all the best, and I hope to God you never have to make that judgment call. Talk with y'all later.